Afraid of new inbox messages. Does it end? I am writing this to vent. I don't know how to verbalize everything to people. I have a therapist, but I'm too ashamed to share everything. Perhaps prefacing my past would give context. I was timely abused by an older man throughout preteen and teenage years. My parents are distant, and I have no close immediate family, no siblings. My sense of trust in is probably off. 8-9 months ago I found out my ex-BF had been cheating on me for 5 out of 6 years of our relationship. With multiple women who were my friends, that I introduced him to. At the time, I was just entering grad school. I found out because one woman messaged me on FB. She said she was sorry, but that while knowing I was with my ex she met up with him multiple times, messing around with him, often having orgies. He would take her and other women who I knew on vacation, even going abroad. She had pictures from some of them. She told me the approximate dates, number of women, and locations. Times include my birthday, the year he forgot about it, the week I began college, while I drove his car across multiple states to be helpful. Their deal was he would fund things for her and others, if they kept quiet to me. She told me he had similar arrangements with others, giving specific names. I checked the second woman's FB, and found public pictures from 2013 of them in Vegas. The pictures included multiple of my friends. A FB post indicated the girls had wanted to go to Vegas, contacted my ex, and within 48 hours were there together. About 2 weeks after that 2013 trip, my ex told me I needed to lose weight because I was fat. To put in context, I'm 5'8" and 120 pounds at the time. I was maybe 135 pounds, not skinny, but not obese. For the years after, whenever we saw each other he would subtly comment on my weight, "You're so skinny. I like it." Or a bit pudgy. While squeezing my hip. Hindsight, I knew something was ducked in 2015. I had an internship in another city and became friends with an awesome chick. One night my ex, her and I went out to party and got super hammered. We were in the same room, separate beds. She was asleep. My ex wanted drunk time with me, but I was too messed up to get into it. My memory is barely there, but I remember him getting up and going to the side of her bed. Then my memory is blank. A few days later she said that night she woke up to my BF trying to get with her. She told him to duck off and he did. I confronted him, and he said she was attention-seeking and he didn't want to deal with that situation. He advised me to fake be friends with her for the summer and then drop her. I was devastated but believed him over her, so I did what he said. Also in 2015, before the above, my ex and I went to a nice dinner and drinks the night before traveling to our home city. I met some girls that were super fun. I ended up getting really drunk, more so than everyone else. One of the girls suggested a foursome, and I was totally into it. When we got back to the room, though, the girl and my BF had time while the other girl sat guarded, super not into it. I tried to engage her, but she wasn't feeling it. When I tried to turn attention towards the BF other chick, they ignored me and pushed me away. I went to the bathroom and cried. Eventually ex came into bathroom asking what was wrong and that I was upsetting the other girls. I was drunk and hysterical. I calmed down after a while and we had to leave for travel. I was hungover, throwing up the entire way back. When we got back to our city, he told me I should have handled it better, stormed off at the station, and I went home alone. On the other hand, we had great times together, at least they felt great. We used to go to movies, cook dinner, go to fairs, walks on beach, watch bad TV shows together. Sometimes we would sing songs and learn every word together. I thoroughly enjoyed his company and thought he liked me too. He told me he loved me. A long time ago, he would treat me so well. He was so kind, giving, and loving. I confronted him via phone call when I found out. He DM'd at first. Then finally said, "I've done some things you shouldn't do in a relationship. I've held on to you for too long and dumped me. The next few weeks I was a mess. I could not function. I'm surprised I made it through winter. The whole time, though, I was speaking with my ex. He never admit what he did, but would listen and talk to me. At first he said he could not give me a good reason, and said it was so long ago it shouldn't matter. We decided to reconcile. We spent New Year's together. The time felt so wonderful and open. We were actually communicating again. We talked about even the bad things, but felt like a team. We talked more than we had in ages. The morning I was leaving, I had an anxiety attack. That was the last time I saw him physically. A few weeks later he said I should be over it already, it was so long ago. He didn't want me, just wanted to be friends. I was heartbroken again. We continued to support each other emotionally. He still never came forward with details or any truth. That's been our reality for the past 6 months. He doesn't want me but has helped try and support my healing. He has genuinely apologized and takes blame for cheating. I've started therapy, new hobbies, moved. I saw he started to change as well. Over a month ago, we were talking on the phone. He accidentally said he loved me. 2 weeks ago, we talked about what he said. He said it was a Freudian slip. I said I needed space. About a week ago, another woman sent me a message on FB with new details. Previously, X said nothing happened with her. He had DM'd details that she gave me. I'm feeling sick to my stomach all over again. I would rather know the truth from him than get messages from random women. I feel so worthless and disrespected. I know the information will hurt, but it will be easier to hear it from him than someone else. I don't want to be afraid of opening my message box. I feel like giving up on myself. I'm so ashamed that for over half my life men lie to me, use me, and don't care about me at all. Thanks for reading this. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, support I suppose. Thank you for giving me a voice. Story 2, 2 years, 10 prostitutes, 18 years of marriage. We've been married for 18 years. I am 40 and husband is 47. My D-Day was 4 weeks ago. I had just started a new job the day I found out. Having to go to work, smiling and learning the ropes while feeling completely gutted and raw was unbearable. I was tracking him when I finally put it all together. He came home with his shirt halfway unbuttoned. A few nights before he had perfume on his shirt. I think he was starting to get sloppy because he had been seeing prostitutes for the last 2 years and I had no idea. He trickled truth and I was able to look through emails and a secret FB account. He made Craigslist posts to solicit women for natural insemination. He was messaging prostitutes multiple times daily. He was writing and posting stories about our pee and daddy-daughter fantasy. This is probably the worst thing about the whole ordeal because we have a young beautiful daughter who is early 20s and I swear it felt like it was about her even though he swears it was not. He would make posts wanting daddy-daughter role plays. He had threesomes. He was a S-time maniac. He confessed to a work affair in 2003 as well. We've had major ups and downs to make our marriage work for the past 18 years. We went to therapy in 2017 because I learned of the term gaslighting. I had no idea what he had been doing to me until I learned the actual definition. We worked through the gaslighting but he never let on about his infidelity during therapy. He says it was a good thing we went to a marriage counselor. I say it was a waste of money if you are trying to work on a marriage while having an affair. His STD test came back clean. Thank God. Some days I want to reconcile and other days I think there is no way I can stay with a man like this. He is a master manipulator. I thought he was actually a prude in bed. He has ed and told me that since he couldn't make me have an orgasm, he looked to prostitutes instead to have 5 minutes time without feeling bad. Throughout the years, he has turned me down, wouldn't kiss me, hasn't touched me down there in over 10 years. No OL since we first got married because he was freaked out when he watched me have a baby. But he did everything with prostitutes. I feel absolutely insane to think I have a future with this man. I've been reading everyone's stories and comments. Just wanted to post my heartbreaking story as I am absolutely lost and have no idea what to do. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1. I know some of what you're going through, and I know how absolutely crushing it is to feel like you have wasted so much of your life with a person who has no care for you. The only thing that helped me was getting my own personal therapy and starting to live for myself. The stuff he was doing that sounds like he was fantasizing about your daughter should be the most important part of the moment. I would make sure your day is okay, isn't possibly hiding any scary secrets, then be done with this man. Change is so hard, but life is short, and staying with someone who doesn't give a s about you or your needs is not worth it at all. People get too comfortable and complacent. You should not have to live the rest of your life wondering who he's talking to, if he's having unprotected time with prostitutes, or if he's having time fantasies about your own daughter. Answer: yes, I've been thinking of a way to bring it up to her. Your last 2 sentences really hit me. This is my life right now. So horrible. I never expected to be that woman who gets blindsided. Redditor 2. My heart goes out to you. I have no advice except be good to yourself. Self-care is very, very important right now. Answer: thank you. I'm trying to give myself grace. Right now, self-care is cussing when I want to lull and lots of napping. Redditor 3. We think we know how we would react to situations we talk to friends about, or when we hear about similar situations online, but you never really know until it happens to you. The pain is so real. For so long we want to do the easiest thing to make it go away, reconciling and acting like it never happened. But the truth is, doing that would prolong the pain, leaving it in the back of your mind every day, scratching at the door, never healing, just ignoring. As far as speaking to your daughter, I don't know what else she knows about your relationship together. I would talk to her in person, be open and honest, but maybe spare the details of his disgusting fantasies, unless she says he did something to her or has been weird to her. Honestly, in time the pain will fade, you will get your life back and maybe even find a new love. Answer: yes. I think that is what I am doing. The reconciliation seems easier in the fog I am in. I feel very distrusting toward men now. I think it will just happen again in another relationship. Redditor 4. I think that you deserve peace in your life. It sounds like you may not have had genuine peace in that relationship for a long time. I believe it is very natural to want to keep a family unit together. There are so many things to be considered, but I think overall it comes down to, how much discomfort are you willing to tolerate on a daily basis? His time outbursts towards time workers and aversion to you because of childbirth seem very childish, narcissistic. If I were in your shoes, I would try my best to not take these issues personally, because they seemed rooted in his personality and not a reflection of your worth. Answer: peace is exactly what I've been searching for the last year. Last year I made several goals toward peace. I redecorated each room in the house and yard, making it reflect us and peace. I've been working on being healthy, etc. He has never made me feel desired. I only dream of being in a relationship where I can be flirty and affectionate and truly seen and wanted. I've taken his rejection personally all these years. He does seem to have a personality issue. I was doing research last night, and if that is the case, I believe there is no hope.